Welcome to SubForTools. Today we're going to take a look at the XTOOL A30M scanner. This thing is badass. So first off, it does have a flashlight. That is super cool. So if it's nighttime and you're trying to get up in there and you can't really see, you have a flashlight so you can tell what direction it goes in. Now, on Toyota Tundras, it's gonna be backwards. My Jeep is forward, and it has a voltage meter in the screen. I'll show you in a minute. But on this Tundra, you can't see it because it is backwards. But there it is right there. So some are facing forward, some are facing to where you can't fucking see it. Thank you, Toyota. So I want to say a couple of good things about this thing right off the rip that I really liked about it is the ABS. So you can go into it, the live data, and see each wheel speed sensor. It'll show you each individual one. So if you have a wheel sensor that's out on, say, the right passenger rear, you can look on the live data and you can see that one will be reading 0 and the rest will be reading however fast you're going. Very handy. That helped me out a lot already. And individual cylinder misfires. That right there has helped me out tremendously. This scan tool is badass. I'm telling you right now. I think when I bought this, it was about $130. I'm gonna flash the prices right now. I picked this up back in October for $127 with my own money. I do not take anything for free from anybody at any time, and I feel like that is what sets my channel apart from everybody else. You know, the big channels that do this for a paycheck. I'm not trying to push you anything. I'm trying to give you the best budget tools. That way you don't have to blow your money on the expensive stuff for no reason at all. Also, there's no subscription fees. There's no update fees. Anytime there's an update, you get that for free. Cause fuck you, Snap-on, and everybody else that tries to charge. This shit's free. So let's just check it out. And as it boots up, it will be in horizontal mode only. So the home screen, you have special functions, report, auto scan, diagnostic, upgrades, and settings. And the upgrades, that will be where your vehicle packets are. So say if you have any Pontiacs, you're going to want to download that. So you can see there is a whole lot of options in here. And if I remember correctly, to download a packet, you will have to be on Wi-Fi. Bugatti, what? Alrighty, and that's it. You can either choose to download only what you need or upgrade all. I'm not sure if, I'm pretty sure that it will make the storage bigger and take up more room on your device, which I'm not 100% sure. And I did not silence my phone because I'm great at YouTube. Anyways, if I'm running off my phone, so I'm not sure if it'll take up storage, so there's really no need for me to have, you know, a Lamborghini packet or a Bugatti packet. I've just been downloading them as I need them. If I had to put this on a dedicated laptop or a dedicated device, then I probably would have just downloaded every single one of them. So then you have your settings, and that's basically just for language and a few other things. Nothing great there. Special functions. Or you actually have to go into the vehicle first. Okay, we'll do that right now. You can either do diagnostics one at a time or auto scan. I usually like to do the auto scan because then it'll just run through every single module, and anything that it can read, it will. So you have your VIN number for your vehicle, which is pretty nice for if you're buying a vehicle or flipping vehicles and you want to just make sure that the VIN number actually matches the dashboard. You can check it right there. Tells you the area, vehicle name, the year, and the engine that's in it. This also has a feature in there where you can see the mileage and the last time all the check engine lights were reset. So that's pretty handy too if you're buying a vehicle or flipping vehicles or whatever you're doing and you want to make sure they didn't just clear out all the codes right before you got there. You can actually see the last time that it was deleted out. So you can either go into your one at a time, and check everything like that, or you can just do an automatic scan and it will go over everything. As you see, I already have 4 codes that popped up. I do have a oxygen sensor out, and I believe one of the tire sensors are also out. The oxygen sensor I'm going to get to. The tire pressure sensor I'm probably never going to worry about. Alright, so to check the codes, the first thing you will do is we'll just check out the, let's go over. You can push that arrow and it will tell you the code numbers, and then you can go over to the diagnostic. And it'll give you a bit of information right here. And now you have the chance to read the code, clear it, the live data on it, read freeze frame, or actuation test. This is a bi-directional scanner, so you can actuate things. I'm so good at YouTube. So we can read the DTC. And again, you have your codes. You have one current, one pending, and one in history. Constantly deleting codes out of this thing. I have a traction of VSC issue that's going on at the moment. And when it kicks off, it derates. And the shifts are horrible and it drinks gas. So until I get that issue taken care of. I'm constantly deleting that code out, and when I do it, it deletes out my oxygen sensor as well. So that's constantly in the history, pending and current. Yes, there's some things I need to get fixed. Yes, I'm kind of poor at the moment. It gets me back to work, so take care of it when we can take care of it. So if you push on the little magnifying glass there, it'll shoot you straight to Google, and then give you a little summary of the code, what it is, where it's at, what it does. Common symptoms. Check engine light is on. Then we have some likely causes and how to diagnose and fix, and gives you some YouTube videos. And so that's how that's done. Alright, so we can go back, and then you can actually report it, and it'll save it so you can go back and check later. We can check the live data. I do have the vehicle on at the moment where the AC is running, so I don't die in the heat. And this is very responsive. So you see the RPMs constantly changing. If you can hear the rev compared to the RPMs, it is basically instant. So it's very quick. You can also make graphs. I think you can do like 4 or 5. And there's run distance after malfunction indicated lamp. So it's gone about 102 miles since the last time the light came on. You can also individually look at a graph by clicking on the double down arrow, and it will bring you up that graph for that line. You can also do a gauge. Let's check that out on the RPMs. It will probably look cooler. That's not very smooth. I believe the graph is a little bit more, yeah, the graph is a little more responsive than the gauge. Alrighty, we can do vehicle load as well. And there it is right there. Time after DTC cleared. 259 minutes since the last time that I cleared that code. So that's pretty handy when it comes to checking to see if the owner of the vehicle has just cleared all the check engine lights out before you showed up to purchase the vehicle. And every vehicle isn't going to get the same values, the same options. So this is a 2007, I believe, Toyota Tundra, 5.7 liter, and there is like 5 million modules and things for this to read. I plug it up on my 96 Jeep XJ, and I have about 5 options, like 5 things I can read. There'll be 5 lines, and that's it. So basic. Not a bad thing. That's one of the things I love about that Jeep. It's basic. There's another nice thing right there when you're dealing with Toyotas and other vehicles, where when you're doing a transmission oil change and you need to fill it back up and you need to know the temperature, when to check to see if you have enough fluid in it or if you need to add some more. There's a big hokey pokey dance you can do with the check engine light and the transmission temp gauge light and all that, but this right here makes it so much easier, because you can get, I believe it's up to 35 feet away from the vehicle, so you can actually take your phone or your tablet or whatever device you have this downloaded on, and you can be under the vehicle with it, and right whenever it hits the window you need to be in, you can pull that plug and see if you got fluid coming out or not, or let all the fluid that needs to come out. So it makes that very handy. So just so much you can check on here. I am very impressed by this scanner. It definitely tells me more information than I will ever need to know. Unless you're looking for a certain thing, like if you have something going on amiss or something happening in one of your cylinders, well, there you go. There's the engine speed, and then it breaks it down to a few other things with the different misfires on cylinders, so you can actually easily tell what cylinder you're having issues with. And it goes on and on. Alright, and then to go ahead and let's just pick that one too, and then you go to custom, and then you have all of them that you selected. Now the only ones that mean anything to you, you have all in one spot, and you can see, and you don't have to be scrolling everywhere for it. You can put, whoops, go back to custom. Now there was a way to combine all the graphs together. Oh, right there, combine. Okay, so now you can overlay all of them together, and then it tells you like engine speed is red. And there you go. Alright, let's exit out of the live data. Let's exit out of here. Check out actuation test. So there's some of the things that you can actuate right there. There's really nothing that I want to do in here, so let's pop out of there. And then for here, if you want to, you can report everything, and it'll record your trouble codes, and then you can fall back on it later and see what all went on. And to clear all the codes out, we will just clear all. And there you go. Now everything is cleared back out. Check engine light is off. And then we can jump out, go to system. Now you can go in, and here's all the things you can do individually. So if we go to main body, and then we go to actuation test, vehicle horn, all right, now this is me hitting my horn. Oh, okay, now it works. I can also do it right here till I turn it off. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with the horn thing. I don't believe it's the clock spring, because even when it's not working and I try to actuate it, it still won't go. So I'm thinking it's probably the connection on the horn. And yeah, so we can do hazard lights. That'll probably be loud enough for y'all to hear also. So right now they're off. And you can turn them off. Alrighty. So yeah, there's quite a few things that you can test. Makes it real nice when you're trying to do some quick diagnostic and you don't have to, you know, just be back in the Stone Ages. reports, and there are quite a few reports that I have already, and that pretty much wraps it up. 2 big thumbs up. I am highly impressed by this scanner. It is big thumbs up. I'll leave the links in the description. Laters.